My name is Mark. I'm the honored teammate for Clint Harris's triathlon team with Team in Training. What Team in Training is it's the way the Leukemia Lymphoma Society does their fundraising. The society will train and coach people to do an endurance event, say a marathon, a half marathon, a triathlon, a 100-mile century bike ride, and give them a program or a group of people to do it with. In exchange for that, the participants will raise several $1,000s to support research to find cures for blood-related cancers and or less toxic medicines to serve as cures. My experience was I had Hodgkin's disease first off. I was treated with several different types of chemotherapy and radiation. I had ABVD, ICE, BEAM, an autologous bone marrow transplant, which is high doses of chemotherapy followed by a stem cell, what they call stem cell recovery, because the doses of chemotherapy that you get are so high that it eliminates all your bone marrow and all your white blood cells. So you have no immune system for several weeks. I also had radiation after that. A year after all this treatment, I had a relapse, and the cancer had morphed into non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. For this, I had ICE, chemo again with gemcitabine, and an unrelated allogeneic bone marrow transplant, which is essentially just transplanting someone else's immune system into me. So now I have, say, 2 sets of DNA in my body. My blood is really my donor's DNA, and the rest of me is my original DNA. Cancer treatment, the way I had it, to some extent that's disappearing thanks to the money that people like Clint have raised. Taking chemotherapy is really a difficult treatment method. Essentially, it's poison, and you're given just enough to kill the cancer, but not enough to kill you. And one way I like to describe chemotherapy is when you go in for your scheduled treatment, it's sort of like aging, 30, 40, or 50 years within a span of 24 hours. So it's really a very toxic treatment, and the money that you all donate to the society goes not only to find cures. A number of the blood-related cancers they still don't have cures for, and the survival rates can be sub 50%. But also to do research on different types of treatments, for instance, antibodies that sort of gear up, I think they gear up your immune system. I may be incorrect in that, I'm not a scientist, but they're much easier to tolerate. For instance, I heard a story of one individual who was training for a marathon, found out that he had a relapse, and was able to continue to train for his marathon and complete it while undergoing treatment for cancer, which, 5-10 years ago, if you had to do chemo, there's no way you could even run down the street after going through a number of treatments. So the research that society helps with is definitely doing a lot of good and needed. I also feel, though, having all the chemotherapy and whatnot was definitely not a nice or pleasant experience. In some ways, I've benefited from cancer. It's made a lot of changes in my personality. I'm now a much more outgoing person. I have a much greater risk tolerance. I'm much more driven and more ambitious. I think if you were to ask Lance Armstrong, I think he's mentioned this, that he felt that having had cancer and the treatment was sort of his, competitive edge, and that he would not have won the Tour de France even once had he not had his cancer and had to go through the treatment and whatnot. In a way, it's having to go through that treatment gives you sort of a reservoir of strength that you can always draw upon. Pretty much after, having had cancer and chemotherapy and whatnot, life is downhill after that.